The Covert Narcissist, a complete guide to identify passive-aggressive manipulation and gaslighting, overcome narcissistic and emotional abuse, recover from a toxic relationship. Written by Mia Warren, narrated by Robyn Green. Introduction. Before the Germans invaded Poland, a man stood on stage and gave a speech about the extermination of Poles. The speaker's name was Adolf Hitler, and the famous speech which he gave on the 22nd of August, 1939, is widely known as the Obersalzberg speech. The English translation of his speech openly conveys the message that brutality is the right path. With the obsession washing out Jews from entire Europe, he showed his countrymen that violence and power is everything. Adolf Hitler spoke the following in his Obersalzberg speech. Quote, "Our quickness, brutality, and savagery are our greatest assets. With foresight and glee in his heart, Genghis Khan committed genocide of children and women. History only recognizes him as the foundation of a state. Whatever a feeble Western European culture believes of me has no importance to me. I have signed an order, and I will have everyone who speaks even one word of protest murdered by the firing squad. That our war goal is to physically destroy the enemy, not to achieve certain lines. As a result, I have prepared the death head formation for the time being solely in the East, with orders to put to death cruelly and without sympathy men, women, and children of Polish ancestry and language. In order to acquire the necessary living space, we must resort to this practice." End quote. The way he planned his moves and gave manipulating orations led to the most shameful event in the history of humanity, which is known as the Holocaust. It was the systematic and state-sponsored murder of 6 million Jews as part of a plan to eradicate Jewish people from Europe. This event is relevant for many reasons. It serves as a reminder that evil exists even in the best of people, and helps us to learn about human nature and explore the nature of power. Many scientists have discussed the psychology of Adolf Hitler. It is no wonder that he carried obvious traits of narcissism along with bipolar disorder, psychopathy, and schizophrenia. Narcissism is a psychological disorder where one always feels that an invisible diadem hovers over their head. Turning the pages of history, we can find many such individuals who have pushed humanity down the drain in the name of power. The most famous case of the narcissistic personality type was probably King Henry II, who started as a benevolent ruler, but ended up as the most tyrannical king in France's history. Since the day the term narcissistic personality disorder, or NPD, was established, only 1% of the entire world population is affected by this psychological disease. A narcissist can very well be part of our social groups. They do not deserve our hate or exclusion, but proper medical and psychological treatment can make a narcissist's life better. NPD gets a lot of bad press, with people labeling the patients as arrogant and self-obsessed. However, it is also a diagnosis that many people struggle within their everyday life, which leads to feelings of emptiness and loneliness. The main traits of a narcissist are arrogance, exploitation, manipulation, lack of empathy for others, and being unable to feel shame or guilt. People with NPD often have a difficult time recovering from their struggles in life. This is not due to a lack of willpower or skill, but rather to the fact that they're dealing with narcissism and a sense of superiority as a defense mechanism. Narcissistic personality disorder produces issues in many aspects of life, including relationships, jobs, school finances, and others. People with narcissistic personality disorder may be generally upset and dissatisfied when they don't obtain the specific favors or plaudits they think they're entitled to. These people may find their relationships unsatisfying, and others may find it difficult to be near them.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?